Hey guys, welcome back to the channel once again. So as you know, we are preparing for our Python Pandas series. So this is the third video of the Python Pandas series where we'll be discussing the lock and ILOC function in Pandas. This is the most important function that you will see in every tutorial in YouTube or Google, and this ILOC and lock are the first and foremost priority questions, interview questions when it comes to the interview related to Python Pandas. So let's understand what these lock and ILOC functions are. So basically these two functions are used to access the rows and the columns in a data frame or the data set we have been provided, and they differ in how the identity of the rows and columns. So for the lock, they are used to access the row on label based indexing, and while for the ILOC they are used for integer based indexing. So this is the theory part. Let's understand with more examples so that we'll be more clear with it. We'll be solving examples for both lock and ILOC, and the end we'll be having a bonus question to compare it with. Okay, so this is the data frame that I have created, and this data frame I will provide you in the description. You can download it from it, and you can also start writing the course along with me. And in the data set we have the name, we have the age, we have the city. It's a basic three column data set. It's a very small data set. On this will work, but in general you will be provided with a large data set, and based on that you have to work. And this is the df that we have created. We have given the index, we have given the manual indexing as 101 to 105. If we do not have given this, then it would have started from 0 till 5 or 4. Okay, so let's begin with the first question. The first question is accessing the data with I dot lock, that is the lock. So we have to use the lock to locate the data on row and column basis. So let's do it. If we can simply print like tf of dot lock, then inside this we just need to specify the ID and run it. Here you can directly see we got for 101 what is the name, what is the age, and what is the city. Let's check it out. So for 101 we got Alice 25 in New York. So here also we got Alice 25 in New York. So it's basically used to fetch the records from the existing data sets. It is a damn useful function. Let's do some more code on that. Okay, so let's do for now let's access multiple rows. We access single row, now we will access multiple rows by labels. And let's write the code df of df dot log, and inside this we need to specify two brackets comma the ID numbers. Let's run it. So yeah, we got 101 and 103. For 101 all the records, and for 103 all the records. Let's check it out. For 101 it's Alice 25 New York. For 103 it's Charlie 35 in Chicago. And the same we have got here also using the lock functions. And let's do some more coding. Okay, let's access specific rows and columns. And if we need to specify a specific row, let's for example df.lock of, let's say 101 and the name, then will that work? Let's see, let's run it. So yeah, we got for 101 we need to find the name, and the name is Alice. For 101 what is the name? It is the name Alice. We have got successfully. Okay, now let's do some more. Let's do for boolean indexing with lock. So df.lock let's write df of age, and that age should be greater than 30. Let's run it. So yeah, whatever the age which is greater than 30, all the records will get for 103 and 104. Let's check it out. Yeah, for 103 and 104, the ages are 35 and 40, and rest all ages are less than or equal to 30. So that's why only two records we got. So yeah, this is how you can actually access using the lock function, and this is quite an easy function. Now let's understand the ILOC function. So ILOC is basically the integer lock. I stands for integer, and it uses for rows and columns both. So let's write some code for it. Like for example, let's begin with, I think, let's access a single row by integer index, and let's write the code for it. tf dot iloc, you need to specify iloc of 0, and if we run it, then at the 0th index, what are the data present for 101? The name, alias, age, and city, all these records will be fetched. Now let's do it for multiple rows by integer, the same as we did for the lock. Access multiple rows by integer indices. So tf dot iloc 0 comma 2. Let's see, run it. I think we got some. Okay, so we should be using one more braces here, that's why. Okay, so now yeah, for 0 comma 2 we got 101 and 103. Okay, so now let's start the accessing multiple rows and columns. Access multiple rows and columns, and we can print df or dot iloc of, let's say, 0 comma 4, then comma 0 comma 2. Let's print it. So yeah, we have got for multiple rows and columns, for we have got 101 and 105, and this is because 0 comma 4 is 0 as is 101, and for fourth it is 105. That's how we have got it. Now let's do some slicing operations also on this. We can also do that, like slice the rows and columns using iloc, and df dot iloc of 1 is to 4 comma 0 is to 2. Let's see what we are getting. So basically we are getting from rows 1 to 3 and columns 0 to 1. This is what the output is all about. And for the previous one, that is 0 comma 4 and 0 comma 2, this we are getting the first and last rows, and the name and city columns we are getting. So we should specify this first and last rows comma name and city columns we are getting. And for this, let's specify this as rows 1 2 3 comma columns 0 to 1. This is what the output is all about. So yeah, this is the difference, and we have a quick comparison also, a bonus section question that we'll be solving. So that is a comparison. This is the question that you will definitely going to be asked. Comparison, and let's use it for lock. Yeah. So df.log, inside this we have between 101 is to 103, comma, name, is to age. So what this will give is that it will inclusive of 103 and age. Let's run it. So yeah, you have seen that we're getting 101, 102 and 103. It will include 103 and the age for the 25 to 35. This is for the law. Now let's do that for same for ILOC, and you will see the difference. So df.ilog of 0 is to 2, comma, 0 is to 2. If we will run it, then you see we have got only two outputs. So basically the difference is it is exclusive of 2. Remember this. In lock you will include the last, while in ILOC you are excluding the last. So this is the basic difference and the only difference between a lock and ILOC, and this is the short question that you are going to get in interviews. They will definitely going to ask this when it comes to slicing. So yeah, this is what I have to discuss with you regarding the ILOC and lock, and you need to practice a lot for these questions, and you have to create a dataset from your own, or you can just download any dataset from Kaggle or any from YouTube or Google, and based on that you have to perform the operations of lock and ILOC on your own to know the understanding between where you're getting the output, where you're able to filter, and what records you are getting. So yeah, this is what I need to discuss, and if you have any queries then you can just ping it in the comment section. I will try to reach back to you, and share these questions to someone who are actually preparing for data analyst interview or Python interviews, and subscribe the channel to get more updates. Till then, happy learning, keep coding guys. Thank you guys.